All right. Sorry about the delay, but I was just at the rink commentating a Wednesday night game. Just got done with, just got back from the rink commentating. But here we go. Another episode of Instigator Mick right now. Whew. It's been a busy week for me, man. It was fun. I mean, it's been a busy week of hockey. I love it. Just last night being at the rink, and I was back there again tonight commentating the little double dose of hockey night. So that's what it pretty much was. First of all, before I get into the Bills game, let's talk about my Buffalo Sabres. How great they played Monday night. The game me and my cousin never were at, celebrating his birthday, this past Monday but it was a good win. Fourth line got like 3 out of the 5 goals, so Sabres looked amazing in that game. So it was a fun game to be in Buffalo, and they played tonight at 10 o'clock. So yeah, I just got back, watched the Mickey's Restaurant take on the Knights. Mickey's came up a little bit short, lost 5-2, but the funny part is, Evan Jordan, aka Western New York Sports, puts his dad in the penalty box. Now he was roughing the game. That's the funny part about tonight. I'll count in that game. Watching Evan give all these players a bunch of shit. They tease him. It's just funny. It was just funny. So yeah, so the Sabres got to win Monday night. They got a big one coming up at 10 o'clock tonight in Colorado. They take on the Avalanche. They'll be on TNT. So yeah, big one for the Sabres tonight. But all right, last week I struggled, finished -4 in MSP, lost my pick of the week for the third straight week. The damn Packers losing to Tommy DeVito. I am never picking the Packers again. I'm telling you, I'm going to win a game. I feel like they're just garbage. They lost to a bad Giants team. I'd say the Packers ain't making playoffs now. It's going to be the Rams or the Saints. I'd say Green Bay and Seattle, leave them out. They don't deserve it. Packers playing better. I mean, they beat some good teams, but still, I think they'll deserve it now. They're bad. I mean, they're young, but they're still bad. It doesn't matter. Packers are going to be just a trash-fired franchise for the next 10 years. I guarantee it. LaFleur's going to be gone after the season. Miss the playoffs again. So, yeah, I lost that. But the bright side of it is I did win the college football pick. So I'm officially your college football picks champion. I beat Max this year. So winning the Army-Navy game. So, yeah, Navy came up a little bit short. I picked Army, so I won that one. So Army got the win for me. So, yeah, that was good. But, all right. Before I get into this, before I get into my bowl picks, because I'm doing Capital One Bowl Mania on the Fantasy app, so I'm doing my bowl picks for a lot of my family members, like Uncle Mike, Cousin Nick, and all that. So, yeah, it's pretty much like a family thing. But also, if anyone wants to join, I'll send you the link. I got a group going there. As right now, I only got 3 participants. Me, Uncle Mike, and Nick so far have joined the bowl picks on ESPN. But yeah, big reason. I mean, obviously the Sabres play tonight, but the big reason I'm talking about, I'm excited about the show, other than bowl picks and NFL picks, but I'm also talking about this Friday's game, the Sabres versus Golden Knights. Jack Eichel. I know I'm wearing Eichel jersey right now, but I can't stand the guy. He's such a prick. He's such a traitor. That's why most of the time I always tape up the back of the jersey, don't show the Eichel part. He's such a prick, such a traitor. Just talking shit about the Sabres organized fans. Like, come on. I bought all your freaking jerseys in the past. I thought didn't know you're really turning a biggest piece of shit. It doesn't cost anything. It's a free app on the Fantasy app. But yeah, if anyone wants to join, absolutely. It's college football. I mean, there's a lot of bowl games to be played. But I'll preview each part each week because I'm on here every Wednesday. But yeah, so Sabres, it's a big one Friday. This is personal for me also because my buddy Max Gardner's a Golden Knights fan, a bandwagon Golden Knights fan. Never watched hockey until he met me, but still, just come on, man. We all know Sabres are going to be, you stepped on the bandwagon, Max. I mean, I'm telling you that. This is a message to you. I'm warning you. Sabres are going to win. Not just beat them in Vegas. They're going to win in March, too. I feel good about this team going forward. If I were you, Max or Irvin, I'd be nervous. The way the Golden Knights have gotten lucky lately while meanwhile the Sabres on a point streak lately. They won 2 out of the last 3 games. Hopefully make another statement tonight against Colorado and on the Nationals TV, and then after that, boom, on Friday. Stick it to Eichel. I like to see Alex Tuch hopefully back in the lineup, hopefully, because he's supposed to be back this week. They're saying for this road trip. This West Coast trip, a little after dark game, so yeah. But without further ado, let's get into my bowl picks for the Saturday game. Saturday through Tuesday games, yeah. There's a bunch of bowl games on Saturday during this NFL Saturday, but all right, here we go. First up for my picks here, I got the Myrtle Beach Bowl here. It's Ohio and Georgia Southern. Ohio's 9-3, and Georgia Southern is 6-6, but they are the slight favorites on the money line. I think so. I think Sabres will make the playoffs, but yeah, the money line. I know most people would take the money line, but hey, I think Ohio still wins it. I give it a 9-3 team's underdog, but it happens. Some of these bowl games they just don't know. But I think Ohio wins the Myrtle Beach Bowl here. The Bobcats. I'll take the Bobcats in this one over the Georgia Southern Eagles. The HBCU National Championship. They call this a Celebration Bowl. It is Florida A&M, the Florida A&M Rattlers against the Howard Bison. I mean, Howard is 6-5. Meanwhile, Florida A&M is the best HBCU team this year, 11-1. Hasn't been the same since Deion Sanders left Jackson State. Now coaching at D1 level, like Power 5 level. It's a little different this year. Jackson State now not being a powerhouse they used to be. But I got the Florida A&M Rattlers. I got Florida A&M winning this one over Howard. The Celebration Bowl. That'll be Saturday at noon on ABC. Meanwhile, the Myrtle Beach Bowl between Ohio and Georgia Southern will be 11 a.m. on Saturday on ESPN. Let's move on to the next one, the 2:15 game on Saturday on ESPN. It's the R+L Carriers New Orleans Bowl. It is a Louisiana Raging Cajuns 6-6 record they got going up against the Jacksonville State Gamecocks here. Jacksonville State originally, because the whole NCAA transition from a FCS to FBS, they weren't allowed, but now they didn't get 6-6 teams to get in, so they allowed Jacksonville State to get in. So I'm going to take them. There's two brothers playing. I think he's going to play, hopefully. But yeah, because he's probably going to end up going to the NFL eventually. Totally going to talk about it, but yeah, we'll talk about that soon. Yeah. So I got Jacksonville State over Louisiana. Even though, yeah, Louisiana should be the favorite because it's in the new Superdome. They're the home state favorites. So, but I'll take the Gamecocks. Jacksonville State, give me this one. That'll be 2:15 on ESPN. Here, next one, 3:30 on ABC. It is the Cure Bowl, the Avocados from Mexico Cure Bowl. This is in Florida. It'll be Appalachian State against Miami, Ohio. Miami, Ohio just won the MAC. The last game they played, Appalachian State. I covered both these teams not too long ago because there was in a championship game they lost to Troy. Who would I take in this one? I'm going to take Miami, Ohio in this one. I was going to take App State, but I don't know. Miami, Ohio has been really good this year. So I got the Red Hawks this one. Winning the Cure Bowl. Next, the New Mexico Bowl is Fresno State against New Mexico State. New Mexico State was just in the Conference USA Championship a couple weeks ago. Lost to a really good Liberty team that ended up making a New Year's Six Bowl. But Fresno State, they're really good still. They're still a good team. But I'm going to take New Mexico State. They got home field advantage in this one. That's in their home state. I'm going to take the Aggies in this one. They've had a great year. They're going to have an 11-win season. I got to take them in this one. I'll be 5:45 on ESPN. The New Mexico Bowl will be. Another Saturday game here. The LA Bowl. It is Boise State and it's UCLA. This is what we play at the Rams Stadium. This will be in SoFi Stadium. So that's the NFL stadium that we play at. This one will be just like the Superdome. That's like the New Orleans Bulls play at the Saints. Yeah, their Superdome. That's right. And Atlanta will be there. So yeah, some NFL stadiums. These bowl games we played. Who do I got in this one? UCLA, Boise State. Boise State is the Mountain West champs. They won the Mountain West. Meanwhile, UCLA, Power 5. Do I take a Power 5 team? I'd say yes. And it's in LA too. So yeah, it's got to be the favorites. They got the home crowd in this one too. Home field advantage this one. So I got the Bruins this one. UCLA is going to finish off with an 8-win season. I think they'll be strong. Oh, this will be a really good one here. Of course, that'll be 7:30 on ABC. That game will be UCLA and Boise. But here we go. The last of the Saturday ones. The Independence Bowl. This will be played in Shreveport, Louisiana here. It is Texas Tech and Cal. This is a toss of the odds. They're both 6-6. They both found a way to make bowl games this year. This will be 9:15 Eastern on ESPN. This game will be on. I talk with Big 12 or Pac-12. Pac-12, this is the last season. That's crazy. Last bowl games. That's Pac-12. That's right, because Cal will be moving to the ACC next year. But I'm going to take Texas Tech in this one. They had a better year. They look better. I like the Big 12. I like the high-scoring. Texas Tech's high-scoring team. So I got the Red Raiders over the Cal Bears in that one. But let's move on to there'll be only one Monday game here. The famous Toastery Bowl. This will be in the Bahamas. This game will be at Old Dominion in Western Kentucky. Yes, Western Kentucky's affairs are 7-5. Old Dominion's 6-6. But Virginia Tech beat Old Dominion this year. But I'm gonna take Old Dominion this one. I can't stand Old Dominion, but I don't know. I'm gonna take the upset this one. Sometimes you gotta make upset picks like that if you want to have a chance to win some money in this bowl pick this year. So I gotta win this. I'm gonna take the Monarchs in the upset over Western Kentucky in the This bowl game played in the Bahamas. The last bowl pick, I'll talk about more of my picks next week for next week, show. It is the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. It is Marshall and UTSA. These two used to be in the same conference, but now Marshall being the Sun Belt and UTSA being the American. But I'm gonna take the Roadrunners in this one. I'll take UTSA Roadrunners over Marshall Thundering Herd. I got them win the Frisco Bowl in this one. But all right, that's some of my bowl picks this week. I'll talk more about next week's games. But all right, let's move on to some NFL games now. Let's move on to the NFL this week. We're already in week 15. It's crazy. Of course, big news. I am going to the Bills-Cowboys game this Sunday with my family. So yeah, I'll be there. National televised game. The Bills are playing really good. I can't believe the Bills pulled it off. We beat the Chiefs. And Mahomes, what a crybaby. What a crybaby. Such a poor sport of Josh Allen, like on the handshake. He's a sore loser. Mahomes is. Come on, we've owned you. It shows we've owned you in the regular season. We've won 2 of the last 3 meetings. Come on, December football for the Dolphins, I'd say they're in trouble. The Dolphins, they just lost to Tennessee Monday night. So we got some help a little bit. This is the first time the Dolphins have lost to a losing record team this season. But here we go. Thursday Night Football, that's tomorrow night. The LA Chargers at the Las Vegas Raiders. Justin Herbert has been ruled out for the season, so the spread is 2.5 favored by the Raiders, so Easton Stick will make his first career start. Who am I taking this one? I'll take the Raiders this one. It's better backups. The Raiders got a better backup. Easton Stick could prove us wrong, but I like the Raiders this one because now, Chargers be a lot different team without Herbert. It's been a rough year, but I think the Raiders will win this one in Vegas. They'll split the season series between these two. That's Thursday night game. This week we got 3 Saturday NFL games, so we got a triple header on Saturday. So it's a really good football on Saturday. You got college football, like some bowl games, and you got the NFL now. Here we go. First Saturday game, 1:00 Eastern on NFL Network. The Minnesota Vikings at the Cincinnati Bengals. If you're a Bills fan, you gotta hope the Vikings win in Cincinnati because the Bengals won the tiebreaker over us. So we need the Bengals to lose that once we get. So the spread is 3.5, favored by the Bengals at home. Vikings, Josh McDowell will not be playing this week, so Nick Mullins will get the start for the Vikings. But I don't know. I'm going to take the upset. I'm going to take Minnesota. Not because it's the Bills, also, I just don't know. I just think the Vikings, they got some momentum. They're 7-6. Both these 7-6 teams are, Vikings are going to come out on top in this one. So play a position line. I got Minnesota in this one. Next, Pittsburgh Steelers at the Indianapolis Colts, 4:30. If you're a Bills fan, you got to, honestly, as long as one of those teams lose, kind of one of the things, because, we're both 7-6 right now. It's hard to tell we want to win this one more, but the thing is, Mitch Trubisky will get the start again for the Steelers. The spread is 2.5 favored by the Indianapolis Colts. Who do I like in this game? This one kind of had trouble picking because Gardner Minshew, the Colts are good, but they lost. They look bad. Hello?
Hello, what's up, Mr. Jacob?
How you doing, Jacob?
I'm good. Guess who I am?
Who are you?
I'm Tua Chosen.
Yeah, that's so. That's the first time the Dolphins lost a losing record team this year. This past Monday night.
It looks like we don't have to worry about the division.
No, I think we got it. I think we got it right now, but we still got to win out. We got to beat Dallas. Got a big one against the Chargers. And then last two games are divisional games though, which is great.
Just like Dan Mitchell said.
Oh,
just like Dan Mitchell says, this is gonna be the greatest story ever for the Bills.
I think so. For sure. It's gonna be a great story if they get this run, get to the playoffs, and possibly win a Super Bowl.
I'm working on my AFC East house movie.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna check that out soon.
It's probably gonna be released in 2020 and in January 2024.
Oh, for the new year. That's a good idea. Like have it released the new year.
It's about a family that's a Bills fan, Dolphins fan, Patriots fan, and a Jets fan.
Oh, that'd be really good. I bet you that's a chaotic household.
Yeah. I'm debating if there should be swearing in that movie.
There'll be some fans that always do that. Oh, there's always that one fan that always cusses.
how do you think the Cowboys are going to do?
I mean, they are playing probably the best football right now. They're like one of the best teams in the league right now. They blew out the Eagles this past Sunday night. They've been looking really good lately. But thing is, they're a frigid, cold Buffalo. But it's supposed to be 50. It's not bad, but still, it's still playing in front of the Bills Mafia is gonna be tough for Dak Prescott. First time playing there.
What about Patrick Mahomes?
Oh, what a crybaby! Biggest poor sport I've seen since Tom Brady.
We earned that win.
We definitely did. Our defense, part of the main reason, but Josh Allen played great. He made that one incredible throw, like almost got out of bounds, almost stepped out of bounds, but he made it. He's got the throw off in time.
Who do you think deserve? I can't believe I'm saying this, but Dak Prescott might deserve MVP.
I mean, he's been playing probably the best football of his career. I mean, you're not wrong there. He's playing. I mean, he definitely deserves MVP because he's been playing really good this year.
And did you see Tyreek Hill coming in and out of the game?
I mean, I don't know how he'll do, but I mean, I think he's going to struggle. I mean, he's maybe MVP quarterback, but coming in against a Bills defense that stopped Mahomes, forced turnover, like forced interception, that's huge. And sacking him, getting after him.
Do you want to be part of my AFC East movie?
I'll think about it. I'd definitely like to. It'd be fun. It'd be fun in a chaotic household like that. That'd be funny.
And I just have to come up with a name for characters for the Bills fan, the Dolphins fan, the Patriots fan, and the Jets fan.
Ooh, yeah, those be some good names for sure.
Yeah, and I probably had to keep it. I probably had to keep the language clean, right?
Right.
And what week do you see the Bills making it in the playoffs?
I'd say by week 17. I'll say they'll clinch when they beat New England, and they'll clinch the division the following week.
And Thursday night football's terrible this week.
Yeah, backup quarterbacks, but I'd say the Chargers are in trouble in that game. Now with Herbert being gone for the year, they're screwed. They're not making the playoffs.
Do you think the NFL threats the Bills and Cowboys thing?
I wish they could. I really wish they could. So the night game, but hey, 4:00 game, I'll take it. Not bad. Be on Fox, like America's Game of the Week.
And do you know when our next 1 p.m. game is?
Oh yeah, the 31st, New Year's Eve against the Patriots. Week 17 will be our next 1:00 game. I'll be at home.
A lot of people are saying the Patriots are going to sweep us.
I mean, they're playing better, but the thing is, I feel like we'll find a way to beat them. We gotta find a way to beat this team this time.
And we're going to sweep the Dolphins.
I think we could. I feel like we could. If the Dolphins, they struggle. I mean, they're starting to show they're fraudulent. Like some of the ESPN reporters saying the Dolphins look fraudulent.
And do you remember when people? Do you know why Tua got this far in the NFL?
What?
Tyreek Hill.
Mm.
And do you remember Tyler Sport?
Oh yeah, Dolphins fan. That's right.
That's what he responded with.
What did he say?
He said Allen was nothing without this.
Oh come on, Josh looked all right. I mean, he looked all right with head Cole Beasley and John Brown. The thing is, Josh is Josh. He's still good.
And John Brownie's pretty good.
Yeah, he was good like the 2019 year. Remember that? He had some guys. Definitely had a lot of, but he had to do a lot. He had to run a lot that year. Remember, and his rookie year too.
Well, thank you for having me on this today, man.
Absolutely.
Okay, go Bills.
Go Bills. All right, back to my Steelers Colts game here. I was mixed about. I had trouble picking this one, but I'm gonna go with the Steelers. I know it's a bad pick picking them after they lost to two bad teams. Mitch Trubisky's terrible. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's gonna be a low-scoring defensive game, and the Steelers' defense is gonna come up big. But depends on how T.J. Watt if he's gonna play because he's in concussion protocol right now. So we'll see how that goes. But I'll take the Steelers right now. I could switch my pick later on. Like during the week and all that. It's a good thing about MSP can switch it every time. But I'll take the Steelers right now. This one I had trouble picking the most. The Saturday games. But here we go. Next, the primetime one. 8:15. All three of these Saturday games on the NFL Network. But 8:15. It is the Denver Broncos at the Detroit Lions. So primetime game for the Lions in the home field here against Russell Wilson, a red hot Denver Broncos team right now. That's been playing really good lately. 7-6, but Thing is, spread is 4.5 favored by Detroit. I think the Lions are going to bounce back after a bad loss to the Bears. They're back in front of the home fans, so they'll win this one. And the Broncos will lose one, fall to 7-7. I mean, it's going to be a close game, but I think by the end of the day, Lions kind of pull away late in the fourth quarter, something like that, and cover the 4.5 point spread. I'll take Detroit in this one. And if you're a Bills fan, you got to hope Denver loses. You got to hope Detroit beats Denver. So you need Detroit to beat Denver. So I'll bring up these scenarios as a Bills fan. I'll bring up all these scenarios. But all right, let's move on to the Sunday slate of games now. The Atlanta Falcons at the Carolina Panthers. This is a big one for the Falcons if they want to get back into the NFC South championship picture, trying to win the division because they're battling with Tampa and New Orleans, both all three seeding 6 and 7. So the spread is 2.5 favored by the Falcons in Carolina. This is the worst team in the NFL they're playing against. I'd say the Falcons will win this one. They'll cover the spread. They'll win by not field goal, but more than that. Falcons this is a bounce back week for them. I think it's a one. I mean, after losing the Buccaneers in a crucial game in that division, but I'll take the Falcons this one. But all right, Chicago Bears at the Cleveland Browns. The Browns are favored by 3.5. They had an impressive win last week. Flacco looked great the last 2 games. I mean, he lost the Rams, but he looked great in the Jags game, and they won. Meanwhile, the Bears looked great in that. Like we were just talking about them not too long ago. They beat the Lions last week. I mean, Justin Fields looking like Justin Fields. I mean, but still, you just don't know yet. It's a little reaction there. But the spread is 3.5 favored. I think they'll take the Browns this one. That Browns defense is gonna expose Fields. I can tell you that right now. Fields had another bad game. It's a really good defense. I get the Browns. This is in Cleveland. But all right, another 1:00 game. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the fraudulent Green Bay Packers. They looked like frauds last week against the Giants after having some big wins over good teams. I thought, this should be easy, but yeah. They lost to Tommy DeVito. I'm showing this just to piss off some Packer fans. Oh yeah, but I'm gonna go with Baker Mayfield. The spread's fair 3.5 by the Packers. But I'm gonna go with the Bucks this one. Take that. I'm going with Tampa Bay. Screw Green Bay. I think the Bucks are winning Lambeau. Just like in the NFC Championship game a couple of years ago, 3 years ago. That was, oh man, I got that one. Now an AFC South division matchup here. Houston Texans at the Tennessee Titans. So another playoff scenario for the Bills. They need help from the Titans again. That's because they beat the Dolphins because of the division, but hey, now you need the Texans to lose again. Just like the Texans with a bad loss to the Jets, but we'll see if CJ Stroud's able to go. See how Nico Collins, how bad his injury is, and you got Tennessee's look better. I mean, and a comeback win. I mean, late fourth quarter comeback and gets a win over Miami. That's a big win for them. I think Tennessee's got the momentum. They'll cover the spread, 3.5 points spread, and they'll beat Houston. I think Houston's gonna have trouble. Stroud can't play. I'd say got Tennessee for sure in that one. Now give me the Titans no matter what. All right. New York Giants at the New Orleans Saints. Tommy DeVito. Let's see if he keeps his hot streak going. New Orleans, meanwhile, they got to win this if you want to stay in the mix for the NFC South and also playoff positioning, all that too. So it's crazy. Just see NFC South team trying to battle. It's a bad division. But the spread is 5.5. Oh, yeah. Nick Jordan's trying to see. It's either hell yeah. But I'm going to take this. I mean, the Saints are favored by 5.5, but I'm going to take the points this one. I'm taking the Giants this one. They've been playing some really good football lately. Much of what they did Monday night against the Packers. Give me the Giants. Give me the G-Man this one. Next, this is a big one for Bills fans here. This one, Jets at the Miami Dolphins. Spread is favored by 8.5 by the Dolphins. Oh, I got my second caller tonight. Hello?
It's the Gator Mick.
What's up, Nick?
Just wanted to call, man. What do you think the chances are that the Dolphins don't win another game this year?
I mean, it could happen. It could very well happen. They got a tough stretch. I think it could very well happen, Nick. I think it could very well be a tough stretch. Because, I mean, the Jets, don't get me wrong, the Jets just beat the Texans last week. That's a big win for the Jets. Zach Wilson, that was probably his best game of his NFL career, but now the Jets are thinking of trading him after this season. So this is in Miami. I mean, I'll pick the Dolphins because of points, because you just don't know what the Jets could do. But I think the Dolphins have a tough stretch together. After this Jets game, they got the Cowboys, they got the Ravens and the Bills. There's a good chance they're going to lose a good amount of their games, and the Bills find a way to win the division. But I'll take the Dolphins one, but you never know. Just don't count the Jets. After what we saw last week, what what they did to Houston, which helped us. So we need more help from our division rivals again. We need help from the Jets beating the Dolphins hopefully this time, just to keep our hopes alive. But all right, next one. Kansas City Chiefs at the New England Patriots. Yes, the fraudulent Kansas City Chiefs. They look like frauds this year. I mean, God, especially in some certain games here. I can tell you one thing. They barely beat the Jets, but I just knew the Bills were going to find a way to expose them. Mahomes looked all right, but still, I don't know why he was bitching about that call. That was fair. That was a fair call. Tony was offsides. The ref called it right. I mean, Mahomes expects the ref to be on his side every single time. That's these Chiefs fans that think. It's like that. The ref's handing him. Hey, the Bills finally didn't get through on a bad call this time. You know, the refs will always find another way, but hey, at least in the Chiefs game, they finally did it in our favor, and that was a fair call. Not just saying it as a bias, but I think he was offside. I mean, seriously. Andy Reid and Mahomes be saying themselves, making an excuse like that, blaming that for the loss. Thing is, your team just got exposed. Your receivers can't catch the ball. Oh, Mahomes should not act like a baby. I mean, seriously, those receivers cannot catch shit at all this year. This is the worst receiving core under Patrick Mahomes, I really think. I just think it's not going to hate the Chiefs. I mean, seriously, they've had a lot of drop passes this year. It's got to be frustrating for the Chiefs right now. This is the first time they lost back-to-back games. Now they go into New England as 9.5-point favorites. Meanwhile, New England just came off a good win last week against the Steelers. You know, Steelers are the bad loss for Steelers because Trubisky and all that, but still, it's a good win for them. I'd taking in the points. I'm gonna take the Patriots points because the Chiefs are struggling, but they'll win, but barely. They're not gonna cover 9.5. It's a Patriots team that's been just playing really just decent lately. Bailey Zappe's been playing some good football lately. In that game, like you saw in Pittsburgh, he looked all right. Despite the one interception, he looked all right. 240 yards passing the Thursday night game last week. But I'll take New England the points. Let's move on to the 4 o'clock games. The San Francisco 49ers at the Arizona Cardinals. The Niners are favored by 13.5, so they're favored by pretty much by 2 touchdowns, pretty much. They've been dominant lately. This Niners team has been out of control. I mean, they dominate the Seahawks. They've been dominating the Eagles. They've been playing really good lately. I think they're proving they're the best team in the league. Hello? Yes, sir.
So, Mick, I see that your picks have not been quite as good as they've been the last few weeks. You want to talk about what happened?
I know. I think I made some bad decisions. I mean, putting the Packers my pick of the week, number 1.
There you go. Well, you're losing valuable points. There's a lot of money involved that you're really taking some big risks at this point.
Yeah, gotta do what I gotta do, but I don't know. I was hoping.
Let's talk about the Bills-Cowboys game.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're going to that game.
Yes. So, why are you insisting on jinxing the Bills?
I don't know. I feel good about last week's win.
Calling instigator Mick and Nick's here.
Oh yeah.
So I'd like to just see what your thoughts are as far as how we protect Josh on Sunday.
Yeah, especially with Micah Parsons.
So how many holding calls is Snowman going to get?
Yeah, I'd say at least 2 or 3, maybe more.
Combination of Snowman and Spencer Brown.
Those two, they'll probably at least get 3 or 4 calls, probably.
All right. Do you want to do your Pat Mahomes impression for me?
Oh, that was the worst fucking call I've seen.
All right, Instigator Mick, good show.
I can't wait to see you this weekend.
I look forward to it, man.
Hell yeah.
Bye.
That was my Uncle Mike, the commissioner of MSP. That was a great poll. I mean, it's always fun. But, yeah, I'll take the Niners this one. They'll cover the spread easy against Arizona. Niners been just a dominant football team this year. Probably the best in the league right now, along with Dallas and, like, Philadelphia and all that in Baltimore. But, yeah, I'll take the Niners this one. Next, the Washington Commanders at the LA Rams. The spread is 6.5 fair by the Rams. This one kind of had trouble having a yes, Washington's bad 4-9, but Rams are playing good. But the Rams gave it all they can last week. They almost came close to beating the Baltimore Ravens. That was a really good effort by the Rams. They've been playing really good lately. I think they deserve more than Green Bay to make the playoffs. Not to say I'm a Packers hater, but also just the receiving core. I'd love to see Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp, the receiving core, in the playoffs. I just like to see those two. I mean, this rookie receiver's been tearing it up this year for this Rams team, but I think it's gonna be close. This game is gonna be kind of a tricky one to pick, but this will be closer than the experts think. I'll take the points in Washington. I don't know why I'm taking this one, but I don't know. I just have a feeling that Washington keeps it close. Howell has a good game and all that. I just really think they're gonna keep it close. Rams might win by a field goal or something like that, but I think they ain't going to cover the spread. They're not going to win by a touchdown this one. I'll take Washington. Here we go. The game that we're going to, baby. And me, Michael, Mike, and my whole Jordan family be going to. But Dallas Cowboys at the Buffalo Bills. This is America's Game of the Week on Fox. The spread is 2.5 favored by the Bills, surprisingly. I'm surprised, but it's a toss-up. Yes, I know we're 7-6, but still, I'm kind of surprised. I know we're on home field, but still, I'm surprised. And ladies and gentlemen, this one is my pick of the week. The Buffalo Bills. Not trying to jinx them, but I feel good about this team going forward. They got momentum after a big win with the Chiefs. Bills are just turning their season around. They're playing some really good football. I think they show that why they are still a legit Super Bowl contender. Josh can have problems. Don't get me wrong. He's going to have problems with Micah Parsons all game. That Cowboys defense is tough. They are very tough. Dan Quinn's improved that Cowboys defense. And the Cowboys have been red hot lately. But then again, I'm hoping the Bills win so I can see a Stephen A. Smith video. I want a Stephen A. Smith video so bad. And plus, my cousin Aaron's wife is a Dallas fan, so we got only one Dallas fan coming from with our crew, for that game. So I got my Aunt Winnie and her kids coming in from Virginia, bringing their girlfriends, but one of them's not gonna be there. But yeah, so it's gonna be fun to have the family from Virginia. They're coming from Virginia, and I got my Uncle Mike and my cousin Hannah coming from Michigan, supporting the Bills Mafia, baby. Y'all, Michigan, Virginia. That's why my family, or most of our Bills fans, except my bum ass dad. Just kidding. I love my dad, man. But he's a Packers fan. He's a bum for being a Packer fan. Yeah. Yeah, and he's coming to the game too, but he said, he's in the box seat. It's good for him, but he said he's just going to go there just to root against the Bills. He wants the Bills to lose. Yes, I know I'm a troll. I know that, but why do you got a problem with the Bills fans, man? You're just jealous that we're better than you guys, the Packers, this year. You're just fucking jealous, I think. You're going to come in there, and you're going to see the Bills win. I'm telling you, this is my pick of the week. They're going to win. Cowboys, like Stephen A. Smith, they're always an accident waiting to happen. America's team, my ass. We're America's team, damn it. We got the American colors. So give me the Bills. This one is my pick of the week. Here we go. The Baltimore Ravens at the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is Sunday Night Football. This should be a really good one here. Ravens trying to hang on and hopefully get the 1 seed and home field advantage for the AFC. Jacksonville, come off a tough loss. Trevor Lawrence injured, but he still played last week. Struggled against a really good Cleveland defense. Baltimore survived a scare, but winning in an instant classic with the Ravens in overtime. Spread is fair 3.5 by the Ravens, by the road dogs. By the Ravens, so they're road favorites. But I'm going to take the points. I'm going to take Jacksonville with the upset this one. They got home field advantage. I just have a feeling they'll win. I don't know. I think Trevor Lawrence gets back on track after a couple tough losses by the Jaguars. They'll win this one somehow. You watch. Jacksonville will win this one. And last but not least, the Monday night game. The Philadelphia Eagles at the Seattle Seahawks. Ooh. This one, this trouble will be picking this one because the Eagles have struggled lately. They've lost 2 in a row. Ever since they got lucky against the Bills, thanks to the referees, they finally got exposed the last 2 weeks. Getting their ass kicked by the Niners and then getting their ass kicked this past Sunday night by the Cowboys. They got exposed twice on national TV. I'm telling you, they are kind of frauds too. That's another team I could think that's kind of fake. I think they're lucky too. They they're 10-3. Don't get me wrong, they're still good, but just God, they've been lucked out and they finally starting to haunt them a little bit. They lost 2 straight. Going into the 12th man, they're 3.5 point favorites in Seattle, but it's a tough place to play. But I'm gonna take the Eagles. This is their bounce back week. Originally the Monday night game was supposed to be Chiefs and Patriots. They flexed it for this one, which is a good idea because more meaningful Monday night game. The Seattle's battle for a playoff spot, and the Eagles trying to get home field advantage and also try to win the division too. I'll take the Eagles this one to win this game. They'll cover the 3.5 point spread. Somehow in Seattle, some way, they will find a way. And one more thing. I think the Sabres will win tonight, and I think they'll win Friday night against the Golden Knights. Fuck Jack Eichel. Sabres are going to beat the Golden Knights. I'm not trying to say it because I just have a feeling. I really have a feeling they're going to pull it off somehow against the Stanley Cup champs. I'm hoping Max watched it because he knows his team's going down. You should know that. We're going to get you this time. We're going to get your Golden Knights, Max. I'll tell you that. Well, thank you all for tuning in. I can't wait to recap this weekend next week when I'm on the show. So see you all next week, 8:30, same time, same place. Enjoy some football this weekend. And go Sabres and go Bills.